Oh, hello, and welcome to our today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. April 30th edition, all day. And what happened? Why, in 1885, one Luigi Russolo was born. And here's a book on him titled Noise, Visual Arts, and the Occult. What else do you need? I mean, really, what else do you need? Futurism is super cool. Feels ripped from the headlines of today. And you wonder, like, if you had a time machine to go back in time, would you have had a lot to talk with these people about and felt like a human connection with, or would they be like, primitive? Is that how you live? I don't know, but in his case, he like created instruments just to make noise and like cause chaos and actively run screaming from like the traditional past into like what they thought the future would be. And his artwork is really good. This is all in like black and gray reproduction, so you don't get a good sense of it. But something really kind of attracts me about futurism. So that's why we're talking about it. Yeah. What else? Grandpa Al Lewis, born today, 1923. Here is a matchbook of Grandpa Al Lewis's Italian restaurant that was located at 252 Bleecker Street, New York, New York. This would have been the late 80s. I want to say like 86 to 91 or something like that. And there's some really great photos of Alien Sex Fiend when they were touring in the late 80s in New York, like eating there. There's some photos of Jerry Only and Doyle there, probably in their like Christ the Conqueror era. They conquered Grandpa's Bellagante Italian restaurant, I'd say. Yeah, and what else? Cloris Leachman, who? Frau Brucha, born today, 1928, of course, from Young Frankenstein, amongst other things. Bill Buchanan, born today, 1930. He was like a novelty musician who, I guess he put out a record that was like the UFOs were coming. That was like a break-in record with like segments of like Ray Harryhausen and similar sci-fi movies intermixed, and this was like a raging success for some reason. I don't understand the appeal of novelty break-in records from the 50s, but it did result in him creating a series of other really ridiculous and wonderful like Halloween novelty records that weren't break-ins that are really, really wonderful. Like Beware is a good example off the top of my head. A bunch more up here in my 45 boxes, which I just didn't pull out to find more of. Maybe I should dig through them later. Much like we could do today, because in 1954, Dig Me Later with Vampira first premiered. This is like the iconic Vampira TV show that went for, I think, 2 weeks, titled Dig Me Later. And then they realized we have a hit on our hands, but we need to, properly focus on the draw, which was then, the show was retitled The Vampira Show, accordingly. But this is the iconic one with like the long hallway and the stark drapes and the Victorian fainting couch with the skulls that ran for, I think it was about a year and a half, if I remember correctly. But that all started today, 1954. So happy Vampira Day to all you who celebrate, myself included. And if you don't have it yet, it's the advertisement part of the show. Playghoul, available at phantomcreep.com, which is a chronological collection of Milo Nurmi appearances in pulp magazines from 1950 to 1964. You see her rise to power, starting off as a bikini and like cheesecake model, and then investigating her more artistic routes in life, and coming into her own as Vampira. And it's all like told in a first-person narrative. Never was this content ever intended to be collected, but when you do so and you read all the small print, you realize like it's an autobiography of her life, and she's open and honest about all the nooks and crannies, the trials and tribulations. It's all in here, folks. All in here. Yeah. Vampire Show. And plenty more. And this can be yours. Just hop on over to phantomcreep.com. You can sink your teeth in. You've been given approval. 1983. Battle from the Stingrays. Featured the Now Sound on Sounds Magazine right here. Didn't have this last week when we were talking about the Radioactive Kid cover. Val was nice enough to ship me over a copy, and so now we can all tune in, get more informed in the Now Sound, the media burnt melodies of the Stingrays on April 30th. All day from us to you till tomorrow. Bye.